This is Matt Tonka. I'm pulling an all-nighter. I couldn't sleep, which happens sometimes because I was thinking about the fact that the foot pegs on my motorcycle were getting all ripped up, and it was going to be pretty soon before it was an actual problem. So I had to take care of something tonight, which was to fix my foot pegs. So I'm going to show you some video of what I did. So now that I know that this plan actually worked out, this is the foot peg that's been made. It's a little different from the original foot peg. I'll show you a little bit of what the original foot peg was like. But now we have a good solid foot peg that's going to work for the motorcycle for a long time, I hope. And I'll give you a little demonstration of kind of how I went through making this. So these were the original foot pegs from Providence. This is an example of the one that didn't get destroyed. So this rubber insert goes into a gap inside the foot peg here. What I've done is I've taken some aluminum tube and I cut it. You can see here the inside of that foot peg. So this is how the foot peg originally set in, and these were put in with rivets on the bottom. So I drilled out those rivets, and then we got the foot peg base that's available for us to build onto. This was some tubing here. They got cut in half, aluminum tubing. The foot peg is tapered, so the one side of the aluminum tubing has a different diameter than the other side. I put this side in a vise and just stretched it a little bit. Aluminum's real malleable, real soft. So now that slides on and fits everywhere. Nice tight fit. And we'll bolt it through with bolts, and we're going to put the traction pegs on, the traction spikes for the pegs on next. So I drill pilot holes where all the dots are, and then I go ahead and put these self-tapping hex head screws through, and I use my Milwaukee impact driver so that as they go through and bite, I know that I've got a good interference fit and some pull, and so then I'm going to cut off the back side. So here's the first side ground down and the second side screwed through, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut off those ends. So this is the pre-assembly. I knew that the aluminum top with the heads would be, real strong, but I was worried about vibration with the aluminum bolted to the aluminum. So I took this plastic tubing, which has some squish to it, and that's going to set in between and bolt together, so that assembly will have some vibration, the ability to soak up some vibration here. So here's the assembly partially assembled. I have this squishy tubing in here, and then this goes on as a cap and bolts together. So these are the finished passenger foot pegs. And a good note to any man who wants to do something like this: do your foot pegs first to make sure it works out, because if you screw up on your foot pegs, you can live with that, but if you screw up on your wife's foot pegs, you will regret it.